So what can Paris do? I think that's the more important thing. What can Paris do and what will Paris do? It will do basically three things. Number one, it will construct the receptacle, if you will, we call it a different thing, but doesn't matter, the receptacle to receive 157 national climate change plans that have already been submitted to us, and we will see more, that stem out of the broadest and deepest analysis of what each of those 157 countries can do to contribute either in reducing emissions or in preparing themselves for the negative impact of climate change. 157 national climate change plans that denote the deepest engagement with climate change that we have ever had. So all of those need to be received in some way and have legal standing. Point number one. Point number two, we have to be able to admit publicly, privately, and everything in between that those 157 national climate change plans do not constitute enough emission reductions, as Eileen has pointed out, to put us onto the path of 2 degrees. However, what they do is they get us off the business as usual trajectory that we were on just 4 or 5 years ago to a temperature increase of 4 to 5 degrees, and by some estimates, even 6 degrees. We are no longer on that path, assuming full implementation of the climate change plans that we can talk about. So we are now, with those climate change plans, we are on a trajectory to get somewhere by the end of the century, 2.7 or 3 degrees. Is it much better than 4, 5, or 6 degrees? Yes. Is it enough? No. So because it is not enough, that is why the Paris Agreement will not just construct the receptacle for the current short-term efforts, but also draw the arc into the future. And the arc into the future needs to have a destination, a final destination, which is, we call it climate neutrality, i.e., we have to get to the point where we're only emitting as many greenhouse gases as the Earth can naturally absorb.